there is anybody out there that does miss it, they can always pick it up at a later date. The usual crew of Richard and Sally is actually today Richard and Aussie Jane, and Jane will be taking you through the demonstration process. So today's session is all about our dedication service. If you have any questions, by the way, if you want to just fire those up in the chat box, we'll pick those up and answer those at the end. So I'm just going to share my screen. Hopefully you can all see that now. It shouldn't take too long. We should only be here for about 15 minutes or so. Okay, so what are our dedication pages? Our dedication pages are bespoke fundraising pages for any specific charity that you wish to support. They're widely used and have been used by our charity partners for quite a while, and they are now available to our funeral director partners. I've just got a link here to one of our sorry, can everyone see my page?
No. Ah, that's it.
I beg your pardon, sorry. You didn't miss much. We're only on page 2. Here we go. I don't know what happened there. So yeah, the pages are available for yourselves, but they were designed originally for our charity partners. Got a quick link here to one of our charity partners. This was the RAF Benevolent Fund, and they created a bespoke page for the Guinea Pig Association, their 80th anniversary, for those people who were burnt in the Second World War. So you can create different campaigns for different times of year and for different activities. There's no obligation for your visitors to donate. They can, if they wish, just leave a message or a picture. And the service is free as part of your subscription. Although the one caveat is that if you do want a bespoke page, there is a charge of £130. Pages are pretty quick and easy to set up, very similar to setting up a tribute page that you have in your partner area, and Jane will run through that a little bit later on. But it's a great way of interacting with any local charities and within your local community. And it's also great for any team fundraising events, if you're doing a sort of a Tough Mudder type run, or if you're going to do a marathon, or as you see on the next page, some form of extreme activity. So some example pages, we're showing you this today in the run up to Remembrance Day and Christmas. We've got here a couple of Christmas dedication pages, light up a life at Christmas, and these can run in conjunction with your sort of physical tree. This one here, the Mid-Counties Co-op, they were supporting one of their local hospices. They chose not to show the total. That's their decision. But you can see sort of people uploading pictures and leaving messages to their loved ones. Similar with Churchview here, they chose to support their local food bank, and again, people coming along, uploading pictures, leaving donations and messages for their loved ones. So they are ideal as well for any colleague fundraising, and we can see the folk at GW Turner were doing a tandem skydive in support of their local Mind association. And people are able to leave donations in here. They have chosen to use the totalizer, and the people leaving their messages, and it can be used for sort of softer purposes. Here we've got a walk around the Essex coastline, raising funds for the Essex Wildlife Fund. So without too much further ado, I'm going to introduce you to our own Aussie Jane, and she'll run through the creation process.
Okay. Right. Hello, everyone. Just checking, can you all see my screen?
Yes, can.
Excellent. Okay, so what you can see now is your Tribute Fund partner area, which you are all very familiar with. And along the gold banner at the top, you can see the word dedication pages. If you want to make use of these pages and you don't have this showing in your partner area, do let us know and we can easily switch it on for you. So to create the dedication pages, you need to click here and this will take you through to your own dedication pages partner area. Again, it's like your filing cabinet for all the dedication campaigns that you may have set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to create a new campaign and you can see just how quick and easy it is. So there's a nice big blue button. You click on create a new campaign and under the first banner, you need to put in the campaign name. So what we'll do today is a poppy appeal because this is coming up very shortly. Beneath here, you can choose who you're fundraising for. You can fundraise for so many charities throughout the UK. Today, for this purpose, we're going to fundraise for Much Loved. So as per when you're creating a tribute, you simply start typing in the name of the charity and it should appear in the drop-down menu. Beneath here, you have the start date and the end dates of the campaign. I would suggest you set the campaign up on the day, on today, and even if it's going to happen further down the year, you can change the settings of the date in your settings. It just means if you set it up with today's date, you are able to view the campaign immediately. We then create the URL for the campaign. So this will be the poppy appeal. And you can see down the bottom, as you're typing it in, it shows in the URL. And because we're going to do it for this year, we'll add the date. And then we click on create campaign. So you can see here back in the filing area, here is the poppy appeal campaign and it's live. So what we're going to do now is go into the settings and we're going to finish setting it up, add some imagery and your logo, etc. I'll just quickly show you what the campaign looks like now before we've added anything. So it's like this, but we're going to add an image and your logo so that it all looks wonderful. So you can see down the left-hand side of the page, this is the information we've already added, the name, the URL, who we're fundraising for, and the campaign dates. So down the right-hand side, you've got some more options of wording that you can add to make the page look lovely. So the first thing is the dedication welcome message. So this is displayed to users when they're adding their dedication. So for example, we can just put in here, okay, hold on a moment. When you add anything, make sure that you scroll down to the bottom and click on Save Changes and it will be added to the page. Then beneath here, we have the donations. Now you've got 3 options with your donations. So if you click on the drop-down menu, you can see a donation is required when leaving a dedication, optional, or the donations are disabled. So it's completely up to you depending on what kind of campaign you're running. Today, we're going to choose a donation is optional. Again, we click on Save Changes. Then we scroll down again, the message for the donors. You can change this to whichever wording you like. And then a thank you message, which they receive when they've left a dedication. So we could just pop into here and just add something along the lines of, okay, and again, as ever, you click on Save Changes. Now, what we're going to do is scroll right down to the bottom where we're going to finalize the page design, which is where you add your imagery and your logo. As you can see here, and as Richard mentioned earlier, we've got a load of templates for you to choose from. Under each of these headers, you've got different images that you can choose from, depending on what kind of a campaign you're running. And we are going to add a lot more today and also continue to add them throughout the year. So today, as we're doing a Poppy Day appeal, I'm going to click on the Poppy Day appeal and click on use this template. So now we're going to add the final elements in the top section, which is basically the top of the page. Up in the top left-hand corner, you're able to add your logo. So I'm going to click on here. You'll have your logo saved somewhere on your computer and upload the logo. And this will now show in the top left-hand corner above the banner image. We also offer you navigation buttons, which sit on the top right-hand corner of the page. So it's as easy as clicking on add a menu item. Today, I'm going to pop in the name of the charity that we're fundraising for, which is Much Loved. And then you add the URL, add menu item. You can add quite a few navigation menu items. For example, you could also add a link back to your own home page. Also in the banner section, we're going to add the campaign heading, which is the Poppy Appeal. And we're going to add some lovely wording, which will sit on top of the image that you've chosen to add. And the final thing here is what wording you choose to have on your donate button. So you could have make a donation, you can have make a dedication. It's really up to you. You can choose what you want to say. You click on Save Changes. And the campaign is now ready for you to view. So if you look up in the top right-hand corner here and click on View Your Campaign, and now you can see how the campaign views. With your logo in the top left-hand corner, you've got your navigation buttons over here. And then for those that want to interact with the page, you've got a nice big blue button saying Make a Dedication. And this is how they will add their dedication, their photos, and possibly their donations to the page. So that's how quick and easy it is to set up a page. You can see here, each page has its own unique URL. So you can use that to share the page. And you can also do this by adding a QR code. So you're able to download a QR code, which you can then print onto any leaflets or perhaps on something that you're placing in your window, which will help you to share the page. So if anyone's got any questions, please do ask, and hopefully I'll be able to answer you. Oh, hi.
So yeah, I can see a question there from Andrew about starting the campaign. So the in your partner area, if you want it, we can get the dedication module set up for you. Just highlighted there. It's not part of your. We don't put it in there unless you actually want to see it. But you can start creating your dedication pages once we've added that module there. In terms of, so when you want to start a campaign, you can have them set to start on a certain day. So if you wanted to maybe start a Christmas campaign on the 1st of December and end it on the 4th of January, you can set that start and end date. But if your question was regarding the so where you actually your starting point, just let your account manager know to enable the dedications module to be added. Does that answer your question, Andrew? Okay, that's great. Okay, look, I'm just going to go back to the presentation. Thanks very much, Jane. I don't know if anyone's got any questions about the creation process. Your account manager is always here to help support you through that process. So if you want some help, just give us a shout. I was going to revert back hopefully to my screen. 1 second. Where's the share? Yeah, sorry, share. I think I've done it again.
There we go.
Okay, so you're all seeing my screen again now. How do we share these pages? Well, the simplest thing is to probably download this the relevant QR code. And if you've got your phones handy, feel free to get those out and scan this QR code here. And this will take you to the Church View Father's Day page. And that will just show you how easy it is to access these pages on mobile devices. And we suggest like adding them to maybe a window display or something similar, or utilizing all your social medias. Things like your local hard media, sort of church magazines, etc. They can also be added. I would also recommend emailing any of your GDPR compliant clients, people who have opted in to receive messages from yourself with the URL link. We'd also recommend quite highly adding a link button to your website. So if I click here, we'll be taken to CV Gower's page down in the West Country there. They created two pages to support two charities. And here for Western, the Western Hospice Care, this was their Christmas campaign. Doesn't then encourage people to your website, which is obviously a great benefit. I think we're sort of coming to the end of the presentation. So just in summary, it is free. It is already part of your subscription. We just need to enable the module on there. We do have lots of templated pages. There's a fair few at the moment, and I think, like Jane said, there's a whole host being released for, later today. If you want a bespoke page, there is a cost associated with that in terms of the time taken to get all the artwork all sorted out for it. And there is a small lead time of potentially a week or so. Do bear that in mind. If you want one sort of a couple of days before Remembrance Day, it might take a little bit longer. They are an ideal way to support your local campaigns, more so than national campaigns. Obviously, national campaigns absolutely fine, but it's a great way to interact with your local ones in particular. And finally, mentioned it a few times, if you want to enable the service, just get the dedication module enabled.
Rich,
Yes.
Drew's just asked a question saying, are the regular pages are free? Yes, the pages that use the templates are completely free, and as you can see, they're really quick and easy to set up. But as ever, your account managers and our support team are here to help you if you need any help.
Yeah, so those templated ones are all fine, and we've got a whole new tranche coming out today. It has been very focused towards the charity sector up till now. They use them as their fundraising pages on their websites. But they are available, and they have been available for a little while, but hopefully we'll receive sort of wider usage now. Hopefully that's it. If anybody has any final questions for either myself or Jane, fire away. I know, I say this is being recorded for our sins and will be available afterwards. But if nobody has any further questions, I'm happy to draw a line under it there, and everyone can get on with their day to day. Okay, so no, oh, here we are. Oh, sorry, yeah, oh, okay, so Sally's just prompted a question there. So yeah, how are the payments sent over? They're sent over in exactly the same way as payments are under the tribute service. So on or about the 15th of the month. They do come under a different flag from a tribute page, so the charity knows sort of where they've come from. So if that's it, I will. So Nathan, it is just for charities. Okay. Going once, going twice, going for the third time. and we'll call that an end for today.